Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan live from Mullingar in Mullingar, and today we have a special guest on board. But before that, we had like to thank our friends for introducing the show, and that is the clown out of Fawcett's Circus, and we were up there last night, and all I can say is you have to go. We laugh so much. It's a magnificent show. The clown was hilarious. I howled the whole way through it. It was great fun, and it's fun for all the family, and definitely worth checking out. And the whole thing is so real. The trapeze acts the hair was standing on my head. But it was a super night, so we'd recommend, if you have the time, go down there, because there's one on at 4 and there's one on at 7:30. Now, as well as that, a show is coming to you in association with Rochford's Superstore, and that's on Dominic Street. And as well as that, don't forget, Fawcett's is on tonight, and then Fundermania starts. Fawcett's is at St. Loman's GAA grounds, and Fundermania starts in Robinstown. So that's the beginning of. It started a week ago. Oh no, it started on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the other one starts on Friday. That's in Robinstown. So the town is full of fun this week. But we have our special guest on board. Her name is Patzi O Callaghan. Patsy, how's it going?
Well,
come up here and stand up and chat to me if you can. Brilliant.
I'll sit down and chat to you. That's all right.
Excellent. I get this now down here. Brilliant.
That's perfect.
Patsy, it's great to have you on board, and we're going live, as I say, with our Facebook page coming to you from your house.
Absolutely.
And
I'm delighted to have you, Ray.
It's a pleasure to be in your house, girl. And I love your flowers. Are they from the garden?
No, I'll tell you, a very good friend of mine, by the name of Finbar Cody, gave me those as a little kind of housewarming. Because I moved in here, less than 2 months ago?
Wow.
So,
it's a great house and a lovely place. You've got a canal view.
I have a canal view. I have a couple of supermarkets just beside me. Yeah. Shops, and of course I have the famous Millie just up the road.
For entertainment.
For entertainment purposes.
And absolutely. Millie would definitely keep you entertained.
Oh, for sure.
Does he have good information? Is he a good man for what's going on?
Well, I mean, I don't know why he bothers stopping the Westmeath Examiner or the topic, because, I mean, you get it all when you go in to buy a pack of fags or a pint of milk, you know. He
is a legend, and always great form.
Always great form. I have never seen Millie Welch in bad form, ever. And as you know, I'm born, bred and buttered Mullingar.
We're hardcore from Mullingar, in Mullingar. Now, if our friends looking in would like to know where you're from Dominic Street, which, explain to everyone where you're from,
Well, I was born in Dominic Street, one of the main streets in Mullingar. I've lived in Mullingar all my life. Which I tell you, it's a good testament to the town, because I just didn't want to leave.
I know, I'm a bit the same.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. I'm quite happy in the town. We have everything in the town.
We have absolutely everything in the town, and it's great to know that you can walk for 10 minutes and bump into as many people, and sure, look at what's the point in going to the pub when you can go up the street in Mullingar and meet everybody, you know, stop, have the chat, have the crack, listen to the gossip, which is very important. Very important,
and it's very important to know what's going on with the gossip as well. Now, in your family, your father was Patzi O Callaghan. Is Patzi O Callaghan, that's right.
That's right.
We know your brother Chuck very well. There is you have 2 other sisters.
I've actually 3 other sisters. I have Pam, she's the eldest.
Right.
She's living in Cork. I have Jean, who's the second eldest. She's living outside Mullingar in Cloughan. And I have Ruth, who is just one up from me. I'm the youngest. And she is living just outside Drogheda.
My God.
So we're in the 4 corners of the the country.
Now, as I said, your father's born, bred and reared in Mullingar all his life. Now, you have an auntie as well who's a big age, isn't that right? She's about 93 or something like that.
I have an aunt who is, yes, she's 93, she'll be 94 her next birthday. She was the husband of Davy O Callaghan, and any of you people who are greyhound pundits will remember Davy O Callaghan, because he pretty much managed the greyhound racing track for donkey's years.
And lived directly across it.
And lived directly across from it in Lynn Avenue.
Now, Davy was Davy your father's brother?
Yeah.
Right. And then Mr. Callaghan then, as I say, is still alive, and she's still on the bike.
She gave up the bike.
Oh, right.
And she's not out and about as much as she was prior to the pandemic. But I'll tell you one thing, the running joke in the family is, who's going to take the batteries out of Phyllis? Who's going to be brave enough to take on that job?
She is, and I would love to chat to her, but I cannot get the opportunity. Hopefully we will. You might sort of say to her, do you know what, it'd be great if you got a chat with Ray Dolan. I'd love to chat to her. Yeah. Maybe someday you might be able to organise it. Now, you were involved in the theatre yourself, I believe.
I was indeed. I thread the boards for about 20 years. Yeah. And as all the best actors and actresses will tell you, it all happened by accident.
How did it happen?
How did it happen? My aunt on my mother's side, Mary Woods, she was a living feature of the County Hall as it was at the time, which is now the Art Centre. And I'm 18 years of age, and I'm doing a commercial course, and I'm sitting there at about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening. Now, that wasn't today or yesterday, and I'm not going to tell you my age.
Don't.
Because, as my father used to say, if you ask a woman her age and she tells you, never tell her a secret.
Oh.
Because she blabbed that as well.
I've never heard that one before. That's a new one for all our
there you go.
All our friends who are looking in. Did you ever hear that one? Lizzie Farr, did you ever hear that story? Because that's a brand new one to me. Lizzie Farr is looking in there from Dublin.
Hi, Lizzie.
So, as I said, we're in the house and having the crack here with Patsy. And she's born, bred and reared in Mullingar, and all her family are all over, but she's made sure that the Callaghan name is still alive here in Mullingar and enjoying the crack. So at 18 years of age,
I'm sitting there and I'm doing my shorthand homework, which I hated. But anyway, I was doing my shorthand homework, and phone rang. Mary, Patsy, I'm going to call up and pick you up in about 10 or 15 minutes, because I think it'd be ideal for a part in the musical. And I'm saying, what musical? You know? And anyway, Fairplay to her. She, and as it transpired, I had one eye on me homework and the other eye on EastEnders. And anyway, arrived down to the band hall in the industrial estate, and walked in. Apparently the girl who was playing the part that I eventually played, she got sick of Mullingar and moved back to Galway or wherever she was from. And anyway, the bell John White stuck a script into my hand and said, here you go. So anyway, I said, well, bite the bullet here, P, and I did. And the fact that I was watching EastEnders and had the Cockney accent in my ear, because the show was Oliver.
Wow, that was a huge show.
Massive, absolutely massive. So anyway, from the very get-go, I was bitten by the bug, and as I say, I thread the boards for about 20 years. I was in musicals, I was in plays, I was in all sorts of dramas, competitions, you name it.
Brilliant.
And I did it.
So you retired then from it at one stage?
I retired from it, let me see, it could be, what, about 20 years ago, maybe a little more. It's just that, you know yourself, as life goes on,
Things change.
Things change, you get more, you have to take on more responsibilities. Responsibilities equal time.
Brilliant. Now, there's one thing I need to stop because the show's called The 12 Bongs. It's 10 past 12 and I forgot to do the bongs.
Oh my God.
Now, we started at 12 and I totally went... So what I'm going to do now that you have been on the boards all them lives, all them years, I want you to do 6 of your best bongs in the kitchen here for me. Or would you like me to start with my bongs?
Actually, look it. I did the first one, so I might as well do the next 5.
Brilliant. Give us 6 there of your best bongs, Patsy.
Bong, 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 a bong, and another bong.
6. Did you sing? Thank you very much. Did you sing in the shows?
I did.
Okay. Bong, bong, bong. That's 3. Bong, bong, bong. One question for you. What does the 12 bongs mean to you?
The 12 bongs actually, when I first heard the title of your show, The 12 Bong Show, what came into my mind,
Right.
Me with the very vivid imagination,
Exactly.
what came into my mind was 12 people sitting around smoking drugs. With their bongs.
First thing, okay.
That was the first thing.
Second point.
And of course, the second point was it actually dawned on me that the show goes out at 12 o'clock. So, you know, there you have it.
Well,
that's the long and the short of it.
It means a lot of things for different people, but to me, what the 12 bongs and where the idea came from, and I discussed this with a man today, and in an area that his family is from, in far over that direction, the person is called a bong, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's a new one. I only found that out today.
That's
But
new one to me as well.
To me, it means the 12 bongs of the cathedral.
Right.
At school, when I was in school, you're looking out the window in the primary, and did you ever notice when you're at school and you see a bird flying across that side and you want to see the bird coming out the other side?
Yeah.
The bird never comes out the other side. Did you ever notice that when you're at school?
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it. Yeah.
Anyway, while we were in daydreaming during school, you'd hear the 12 bongs, and when you'd hear the 12 bongs in the cathedral, that was it. 1 more hour and you're out of school.
Absolutely.
You took off running and heading for the front of the cathedral, jumped into the car, and off you went. Now, another thing just had to come into my mind. Coming home from school, one day I got into the wrong car.
What?
Yes, and I said, Mommy, and I went, and this person turned around and went, I'm not your mommy. Oh, wrong car. Did that ever happen to you, no?
No, because for the simple reason, living on Dominic Street, or turn off for God's sake. Anyway, living on Dominic Street,
Yeah.
which was just around the corner from Presentation School and Loretto College.
Yeah. You didn't get
Sure,
into the car.
no, I didn't get into it. I walked on.
Questions have to come into my mind as well. Down by this, did you go down that road? Do you know the one directly out of it's beside the Garda station, and there was a lane there. What was that lane called?
There was a lane coming down from Presentation.
Yeah.
And then swung right. And
No, but do you know when you were coming out of St. Mary's School,
Street.
the boys' school?
Oh, the boys'
And you
school.
went straight out the way, and then there was a road down by that.
Mary Street.
Yeah, but there was a yard. Do you remember the yard? Brosnan's used to. Was it Brosnan's yard? Anyway, if Mullingar people are looking in as well, can you remember the name of the lane? It was a farmer had all his bits and pieces the whole way down. It was a sales area that he sold stuff for farms. And you could run down through that and you could head to Malacca. Or you could head to your house.
Right.
Does it not come back to you at all?
No.
Anyway, anyone looking in there, folks, can you remember that lane that's running down between onto Dominic Street, literally from St. Mary's? No, yeah, it's there. It's in my mind. But mind you, you were in another school. You were in the girls' school, so
yeah.
you were miles away. So there you are, folks. Did you sing anyway, by the way, in these musicals?
I did.
What did you sing?
My memory is beginning to go. I begin to suffer from craft. Can't remember an effing thing. But anyway, did you hear that one?
Yeah, or read the menus. The other one. Do you know when you put something, you buy a box and it gives you a list of things to do, and you just put everything together.
Yeah.
And then you go, why is it not working? Because I never read the. Patsy, it's a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you very much for joining us on the show today and inviting us to your kitchen in your new house along with your magnificent flowers that Finbar Cody gave to you. Thank you very much indeed.
And you know, I'm just going to say this before we wind it up. God bless Finbar Cody, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here now.
Oh, good.
I had surgery at the beginning of this year, complications set in. He called over to see me and I was dangerously close to getting into a box.
Ooh.
So anyway, the Bell Finbar got on the phone straight away, ambulance, the whole lot. And helped me out. And for that, Finbar, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, there you are, folks. That's Patsy. I'm going to finish off the rest of the show just before in a second. So once again, Patsy, thank you.
You're very welcome. Anytime.
Brilliant. So there you are, folks. And that we're in Patsy's house. So we're just going to finish off the rest of the show, because what we've got here is we've got a few shout outs to people who are looking in, whose birthday is today. We have Peter Callaghan in Mullingar. A big happy birthday to you, Peter. And as well as that, we have Teresa Mannion in Galway. That's the presenter. Teresa Mannion, happy birthday to you. We have Semi, who's looking in from... or Seema, I beg your pardon, looking in from Birmingham. Happy birthday to you. And Breege Peppard looking in from Dundalk. It's a happy birthday to you. Anthony Callaghan in Killucan. Happy birthday to you. And Karen Fahar, F-A-R-R-A-R, Fahar. And she's looking in from Dublin. Happy birthday to you. And Marion Fitzgerald Doherty looking in from Bundoran, happy birthday to you. Heidi is looking in there as well, a happy birthday to you. And Alison Keelahan, she's looking in from Kenmare, a happy birthday to you. And Irene Tracy in Waterford, it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. And Dara McNally in Dublin, it's your birthday. And Dee Penrose, happy birthday to you. And Claire Dennis Gavin, it's your birthday. So a big shout out to you on your birthday from us all here on the show. Don't forget the circus is on. In Mullingar, there's two circuses. Well, one is a fun fair. There's one going on in the, what would you call it, the GAA grounds in St. Lomans. That's up and running. It's going to run until Sunday. And then the other one is in Robinstown, and that's starting on Friday. So big shout out to all our friends in the circus. And what else have we got for you? We have, I think that's all we have. So once again, from myself and my special guest today, thank you very much for looking in. And from myself and Jean, Patsy. Hello, Jean. Bye for now.
Bye.